All right, we're midway through day 2 of the Wrangle Summit, and we've got another great session for you, Supply Chains to Data Pipelines, Modern Retail Analytics. The presenters from this session come from two of the most recognizable brands in the world, Amway and SPAR International. On a personal note, this session is particularly interesting to me because I actually worked at a large consumer packaged goods company before I came to Trifacta. So this should be a really interesting session, and we've got great speakers. First, we're going to hear from Dharshini, who is a business data analyst at SPAR International. Everybody, help me welcome Dharshini.
Thanks, Matt. I'm happy to be here to present on the topic supply chains to data pipelines. I would like to present about the SPAR International and about our data project and how we implement Trifacta and the benefits of it, along with gaining the business insights using data. To tell about SPAR International, it was founded in the year of 1932 by Adrian Fanwell and 14 other like-minded people. It was originally named as DSPAR and currently as a SPAR International. The main motto of SPAR International is, all will benefit from united cooperation. So 2019, it's actually an year of growth for us. We have spreaded around 48 countries and we have 13,320 stores globally, and we made a global sales of 37.1 billion global sales, and with a sales growth of 4.35%. It was really an immense year. So as with any other business, even our business faced the impact of COVID-19. We had our sales increase in some of the stores, but also we faced losses in stores with non-food and vacation destinations. And also we lost sales in the fresh food production category, restaurants and catering. And due to lockdown situation, we faced the lower sales in the city centers and the transit locations. And some other impacts are we had the main challenges in the distribution and transportation. So each and every challenge gave us a method to find the solution to solve the problem. So during this phase, we have started the data project as well. So what we do in our data project is that we collect the data from our partners who are in the different parts of the world, and we clean the data, we wrangle it, and we harmonize it. So for instance, our partners, they are in the different parts of the countries and in the different parts of the globe. So they use the currencies, for example, in the different currencies segregation. So we standardize it and we use it in the same currency level. So we use it in the form of euros. And we prepare the data, and finally we use it in our end application. So in our case, it is Power BI in order to present the data in the form of dashboard. We also use the data for clustering and other machine learning algorithms. So this is the main architecture which is lying behind our project. So the data is in the different platforms from the partner level, and we collect the data and we store it in the cloud technology, and we easily access it through Trifacta, and we wrangle the data set and harmonize it, and we again store it in the cloud technology. In our case is Amazon S3 bucket, and finally we retrieve the data and use it in our end application, so which is Power BI. And we face a lot of challenges as well because we collect the data regularly on a monthly basis, and the size of the data is very high, and also the partner uses different platforms. All these are solved by Trifacta, which made the process a bit easier. So when it comes with the implementation of Trifacta, it helps us to faster the process of what we are doing. So we were trying to solve all these things for almost 6 to 7 months. But once after the implementation of the tool, we have a one place to solve the issues together and faster. So we collect the data on a monthly level. So actually in the phase 1, we collect sales transaction data on a monthly basis, and we clean it, and we have a set of wrangling steps, so which can be repeatedly used for each and every month. And finally, we combine it and create a data lake with respect to a partner level. So in this case, the data lake is created for Kosovo, which is one of our partners. So similarly, we work on different partner level. So as seen here, we work for Kosovo, Paraguay, Saudi Arabia, and so on. And finally, we create a massive data lake, and then it is used for our end application. In the end result, if we are using for the supplier dashboard, we only retrieve the data which is specific to the supplier dashboard. So which makes the process easier and also which solves the problem of the data size issue. Finally, once we collect, we wrangle, and we harmonize the data, the main objective of our data project is to create the business insights from where we can reap most of the benefits of data. So these are some of the glimpses of what we are doing and what's the end result of the data project. So this dashboard is specific to supplier, which is actually the manufacturer. So the manufacturer level dashboard gives an overall view how the manufacturer performs on promotional level, or what's their growth, what's their decline, or their market share. So this gives an overview about the sales analysis, which is respect to the category level and subcategory level, and also it is for the brand level as well. Since this dashboard shows only a test data set, all the namings are the test data set. So this dashboard represents the promotional level of analysis. So it gives a bit more in-depth analysis of how a category or how a subcategory in a food retail performs with respect to the promotional and the non-promotional level. So that's how these are the steps we followed, right from data collection and data wrangling and data harmonization. So that is how we use the cloud technology and the trifecta to use in our project. And within a month or two, we have used the same technology and we have progressed in our data project. And thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to present about our data project. And I'm happy to answer if there is any questions. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Dharshini. That was great. We really appreciate you joining us today. All right, up next, we have Bekkie Brown, who is a supervisor of data engineering and analytics technology at Amway. Everybody give a warm welcome to Bekkie Brown.
Thanks, Matt. Super excited to be here. Today, I'm going to talk to you about Amway's journey and where we've identified challenges, what plan to action we put in place, and how we implemented. Our journey started roughly 3 years ago. We had an evaluation done to identify where our weak points were. What that uncovered is that our organization was very siloed. There was duplication of efforts. There were data quality issues. We needed to get over those. So some of the things that we identified and acknowledged were two important components. One, we have significant gaps in capabilities for each stage of the data lifecycle that you see here. Each of these steps adds a substantial amount of effort and cost to the overall delivery. Our plan was to reduce those by 40 to 50%. To do that, we needed to put a plan into action. We first started with an evaluation of each of the cloud platforms: Google, AWS, and Microsoft Azure. We needed a new delivery approach. We needed to focus on our business outcomes rather than our technology outcomes. We needed to be agile and deliver products at a much quicker speed. We needed to have the right sourcing. We also recognized that we needed to upskill our people. We needed to acquire and retain top talent, empowering our resources, and providing them the training that they need. Switching technology was also top of mind. Enabling self-service and technology that would allow our analysts to bring insights to the market much quicker. We needed to simplify our administrative tasks and have a high level of automation. We needed to be collaborative and transparent and work well with our partners within our own organization. We're a global team that has different market analytic teams throughout the world. Each of those teams were working very siloed. There was so much duplication of effort. We had over 4,000 reports and dashboards that were generated over the years. One of the things that we did during our evaluations of each of these clouds is to keep personas in mind. We have 4 key personas that we were looking to enable the capabilities for. One is our analyst. Our analyst needed to have the capabilities of self-serve without code. They know some SQL, but are not experts in it. We have an advanced analyst who is a SQL expert. We also have data scientists and data engineers. We needed to make sure that no matter what persona, they were able to use the technology and process that we provided to them. To do this, we partnered with Google and Trifacta. As you see here, this is our implementation. We have the bronze zone on the left here for our ingestion. This allows us to connect several disparate source systems in one location to have all of the data that we need in the raw state, uncurated, untouched. This is something that was a change for all of us. Many of us have never seen the raw data outside of it being curated by our IT partners. Once this data is made available, we're then sharing it through BigQuery to our silver zone. Within that zone, this is where our personas work. Our analyst is using data prep or Trifacta. Our advanced analysts are using BigQuery. This is where they do their curation, their transformations, how they're getting that data into a usable state so that they can have it productionized to be able to share out. What is productionizing? Productionizing is really around the governance and making sure that what we are delivering as insights are quality, certified data that's been validated and tested, and that everyone aligns on what the definition is for this data. So there is no room for misinterpretation when someone is looking at it. Through that certification process, our data engineers and our data quality will review to make sure that the documentation is correct, that it's accurate, that it's robust, so that anyone would be able to come in, look at that documentation, and understand what transformed on that raw data. Once it's been approved, the data engineering team will productionize. They'll put it into our gold zone, our certified zone. The analysts, the advanced analysts, and the data scientists and data engineers are all able to socialize this data through the working dev environment or our silver zone. This allows for repeat action. It allows for us to reuse instead of recreate. We can also take existing curations and then apply new transformations to it to make a brand new data set, reducing the time. This is an improvement from where we've been. We don't have external dependencies. We're able to do exploration work ourselves. We're able to get insights to market much quicker than we were previously. This would not have been possible to execute in such a short amount of time. We started in September, and until now, we've got data available. We wouldn't have been able to do this without the help of our partners, Google and Trifacta. They were with us every step of the way, and if we weren't successful, they weren't successful. So everybody had a vested interest to make sure that this project went off without a hitch, and it did.
Thank you, Dharshini and Bekkie. That was a great presentation, super, super insightful. Stick around, we're gonna take a quick sponsor break, and then after that, we're gonna have some folks from Aon tell us about how they create a competitive edge with innovations and analytics. All right, we'll see you then. Thank you very much.